Hello, beautiful humans, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are a group of Jay Shetty certified life and success coaches from the inaugural class who have come together with the intention to provide a space for people of color and children of immigrants to share their personal experiences, be seen and feel heard, and to give back to this community through life coaching opportunities. Each episode varies in theme or topic, the coaches involved, and the style, structure, or approach of life coaching. For those of you watching, we hope to demonstrate a sliver of the life coaching process, life coaching tools in action, inspire reflection and learning, and remind you that you are not alone. Enjoy.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of Coaching and Chill. We have everyone here back in the circle today. We've got Heather from Vancouver, Shafaq from Toronto, Talia from New York, Seattle, incoming Kusum. Let's give me some love over here. Let me see some love. Wow, no enthusiasm over there. Okay, we got Janice from California, our lovely guest Radhika from California. If you can't tell by my voice already, it's your boy Pri from London. Thank you for tuning in and being here with us today. Radhika, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, ready to jump in and get help from you guys.
Okay, good. That's it. Don't worry. You're in good hands. You're in good hands. I'm going to give it straight to Kusum straight away. We're not going to waste any time this episode. We're getting straight into it. Kusum, take it.
Hi, Radhika. Welcome back again. We are super excited to have you here with us today, and we can't wait to hear all about the reflections and the realizations you've had in the last week and beyond. So please go ahead and share with us everything that you want to. We're all ears.
A lot, actually. Good that, I mean, last episode, I think, Shafaq was saying, oh, business kind of gives you this thing. But actually this week, I'm grateful for that because there are a lot of things I haven't actually looked into in myself that I had to now because of this business thing. I really had to see why I'm having certain things, which really never occurred to me because in my life, I didn't really have to go through, but now I have to really see where they're coming from. And it's so much coming out is one thing. I think I'm very fearful of attention. Looks like I mean, it's a known thing that I don't like attention. It's in my family also, I don't like attention. I never liked birthdays because everybody comes and wishes me. Like, you know, they wish like on that day, attention is on you. I never liked it. And one thing I was actually really thinking is, why do I have some kind of fear or some discomfort when the other person is genuinely giving me compliment and I genuinely believe it? It's not like I don't believe it, but there was some kind of discomfort in receiving it, not because I don't believe in myself, but there was something there. I was really trying to see what it was. And I was talking to my sister, you know, doing a lot of reflections. And I think what came out is my grandfather. He was a doting grandfather. He really loved us. I love him, but he was very boastful. He's in our house, academics was like put at a pedestal, and whenever we had like good marks, like the first, usually I used to come first in the school. So whenever I get first rank, my sister also, they were also like that. But all three of them were good with academics. But for me, I'm the third one. And for me, whenever I got first, he used to like go tell everybody, like, you know, boast so much. And it was so embarrassing for me. I really didn't like it. And so I used to withhold that information. especially when he was not with us. He was in a different town, and he used to call and say, oh, did you get marks in that? I used to say, no, I didn't get it. If I got second or third, I would have told him, but first I wouldn't. So I think everybody was kind of embarrassed with his boasting, but my sisters were like, oh, don't do that, that's embarrassing. That's where they would stop. But for me, I would withhold that information. I wouldn't tell him. That's one thing. I think that's where it's coming from. I feel that you should not tell, express your gifts, or you shouldn't, like, don't go telling your things. But I think there was a conflict, because for me, I think I now with that awareness, I realized that he did it that way doesn't mean I would do it, first of all. So, but I think it was unconscious. So I didn't like it. And another thing was, with the business, the money or compliments or taking money, in that aspect, another thing he did was he was very helpful. So people used to come and ask. He retired as a police officer, so he did have good connections. So if somebody came and asked him to, get them a job or something, he would go extra mile and do it. He would do all that. Till that time, it was really good. But once they got it, he used to expect them to be at his feet, loyal, always grateful. That would piss people off. I mean, in the beginning, they would be grateful, appreciate, but later it's not like their life is, given by him, right? So that's so, I think my dad always used to say that if you want to help, you help. You should not expect anything back. I think that also was in something was happening there, that if I help, and I see coaching as helping people, and it really gives me so much joy. So I think somewhere in my mind, it's like, I'm helping. If I take anything back, it's gone waste. It's I think I'm all guessing with that reason that really lands well. So I'm thinking that's what. So once I have that, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's how he did it. I don't have to do it. And then with that, I'm like, I realize that that's my worry. Then again, it's a bigger thing for me that who do you think I am? Who am, I'm not above or beyond arrogance. I'm not, I can sleep. It's okay for me to sleep. If I really get somewhere in the arrogance area or boasting area, that's fine. I will learn, I'll come out. It's okay. I don't need to be so rigid that I have to be humble. I have to be modest. It's okay for me to fall. And then I will learn. It will be a growth thing for me. So this is all very, very huge things for me. Yeah. And I think today morning I was like, oh my God, because once I have that, I realized that I think I have a fear of attention. So I have a fear of getting first. And now it is surprising. I don't know if I'm unnecessarily seeing the connections, but it's so surprising that in my 7th grade, it's a district level. I think Kusum would know. 7th grade was, I don't know whether you have the same system, but 7th grade is a more of a district level exam. I got 12th in it. But then I think my teachers, or somehow my grandfather actually, he went for recounting, and they said I got the marks of the first. I could have gotten first, but because it's recounting and people will have problems after recounting, if I get first, they gave me 4th. Okay, so I lost first there. And in 10th grade, actually, my school was expecting some state rank or something from me. But I think in, half of the year, I got sick. I got bronchitis, and I got 3rd in school. And then in engineering, till fourth year, first semester, I was first in the university. I got married and I came third in the university. And all through, I thought I teased my husband, because you got married, my gold medal is gone. And in 10th grade, I was thinking it might be bronchitis because my health was not well. But now I'm like, today I was like, is there any connection? Could be. So I think I do have fear of attention and doing well, I guess. God knows why, but I think I have. So I have to rewire that big time. Okay. That's all I have.
Go on, Janice. Hit us next.
Radhika, I love listening to all of the aha moments that you had. I mean, thank you for sharing and letting us in on your background and your history with your family. And I think it's just a good way to demonstrate, how deep and how far back our mindset goes. And
Yes.
I love that you have come to these sort of conclusions for yourself right now. So this fear of attention, now that this has been unearthed, that you sort of have an idea, again, I know I can understand that it may not be the exact thing. There are obviously more things to unpack, but where does that leave you right now, knowing or pinpointing it to this fear of attention?
I think one thing I'm thinking is of first two things that come to my mind. I mean, may not be with what you said, but as you said, it goes back. Actually, just now I was telling my daughter, I mean, they know that I don't like attention, but I was telling her there is so much behind. So obviously my kids will be affected by it. I'm sure they are. That my fear of attention is on them. There is no doubt about it. But I was telling them, you have to work on it and rewire. Don't let it go far. My fear of attention, you will have that. You have it. So watch out for that. That's one thing, actually, good point you made, that it comes from somewhere and it goes into generations, right? Definitely, that's one thing. Another one is, I think I told you that I have that need for external validation, or maybe, the self assurance I have to work on. Now I can see that because I don't like attention, I don't want to really express my gifts or whatever, my strengths openly, but I do need recognition, right? Everybody needs recognition. So I don't put it out there fully, but I expect, which doesn't make sense saying it now, but I think that's what was happening. Because I'm like, why do I even, after I realize that I'm looking for external, especially outside, very close circle, I don't look for other validations. I really don't care what others think, the bigger circle, but a very close circle, I do look for the validation. Maybe because I don't put it out there fully, so that I will get what I need for me to be confident.
That's crazy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And there's one thing that you mentioned. And I've caught onto it and I've written it down and I've put a little twist on it. Okay, so you mentioned the fear of attention. You said the fear of doing well. And one thing I'm hearing is this whole concept around the fear of success. All right, like, by doing well, it's going to bring attention. And that stops you in your tracks. So I want to ask you a different kind of question. What's the best thing that could happen if you took away this fear of success?
I think I would enjoy more is what I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Pri, because Shafaq asked me if I have permission to dream big, what would I do? I did write down actually. I don't have big dreams. I don't know. Maybe because of the attention thing, I don't know. I have to totally maybe come out of that to really dream big. But for me, the idea of success is to be mindful and enjoy every moment. So for me, actually, even when I'm thinking about a business or if it gets a little rushed, I'm like, I'm content right now. What am I actually chasing? So for me, in if I wrote what I want. The things like, okay, I want to do gardening with my husband, and I want to have time for 4 of my pets. I want to have time for my kids. Those are the things. Of course, I want to write the blogs or the articles. I am so big into, I feel people don't really understand the spirituality as this practical tool. And I'm really interested in that area. So I really want to write or, spread the practicality of spirituality. That's my main mission, kind of. So very, not anything. I don't think I dream big. I maybe because if I might, I don't know, I'm thinking if I dream big, my life will become very rushed and maybe I don't like it. I don't know whether it's I'm very sure there are limiting beliefs. The way I am getting them out now, I can see that there will be a lot more, but right now I can't see it.
Wow, Radhika, your realizations are absolutely mind blowing. How you actually went down that very rabbit hole, trying to see where did that first come from, right? Which is what we all tend to miss out on. And that's amazing that you were able to track back all the way to your, high school days, which is beautiful in and of itself. But I do want to backtrack a little about something that you mentioned, where on one side, you cannot handle the attention. That's you take a step back and you kind of feel embarrassed when people are giving you attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, you mentioned you seek external validation from your immediate circle.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. To me, they're both conflicting. So
Yes.
which is it for you?
No, they both are conflicting. I mean, I think I do. I think even while expressing to my own circle, now actually I'm really trying. Once I have that, I'm trying to totally be open about. Before, when I was telling anything good about, either a compliment or something, when I used to twist it, make it a little funny thing, even to expressing it, because I think somewhere I had the worry of I might boast. It might be seen as boasting. So even if I know I have that gift, even to put it out there in my close circle, I used to kind of twist it a little bit, not as if like a fact, but it's like, oh, they said this. Like there's some weirdness. There's something there. But at the same time, I mean, people obviously, if I put a twist on it and laugh at it, it depends on other people how they receive it, right? But I would expect them to um, kind of reinforce that, yes, you do have it, which doesn't make sense. I'm saying it doesn't make sense. But I think I do that. When I'm not, now I'm seeing that, and I think in the past few weeks also, like maybe after the certification, this is the new kind of growth spurt for me. Before all, it's about outside, how I am with the people and how I don't get affected by their behavior. That's my growth journey so far, but now it's even going more deep into myself, right? So I truly think it's a growth spurt. And I think I don't put it out there wholeheartedly, but expect other people to say that, no, it's not funny, it's true, you have it, which might come okay sometimes, and I do get it. But I think because I'm not really receptive to taking it fully, whoever tells me, I won't take it, right? So, so it's I think I do like the recognition of true strengths, but I wasn't putting it out there and not actually totally ready to receive it. So, I mean, just knowing that actually helped me to receive it better. Because today I got I mean, really amazing testimonial, which teared me up actually. But today I really, I didn't usually, I reply saying that, oh, it's sweet of you to say that, or something like that. Today I didn't add any of that. I really took it. And I appreciated her, of course. And I showed my husband and showed my daughter without any attaching, like, oh, she was very nice, she exaggerated something. I didn't say anything. I totally showed it. And I can see that other people are reflecting in the same way. So it's not them reflecting. I wasn't receiving, I wasn't ready to receive it completely. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. I'm not sure. I'm all over the place today. Sorry, guys.
Radhika, no need to apologize. I think we're all in awe of this beautiful journey of self-reflection you're taking us on. My question is, how does it feel to receive all this external validation? I heard you say that you've implemented, a simple rewiring of you even not, in the shift in the way that you responded to a compliment, which is awesome for you to just like immediately do that in your attempts to rewire. But how else did it make you feel on the inside to fully receive? Or do you feel that, for one question?
No, actually, it felt really good, because I think before there was a fear of me not being humble. But when I receive it, there is no doubt there. Actually, it felt really good without that inhibition. I think it was just in my mind that, oh, I might become, now I'm looking at it, I'm like that unconscious worry that I'll become boastful, or maybe I'll become, that was there. When I kind of, I don't think I fully let it go, because it will take some time. But once I have that, when I'm receiving it, it's really, it sounds little exaggerated, but it's really, truly is divine. It's much more pure.
This is amazing. This is actually amazing. Everything you're putting out is actually amazing.
And thank you for, you guys are the instruments in accelerating this. So thank you so much for this. I'm really thankful for this opportunity. All 6 coaches helping me to grow. Nothing like it.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly. But one last question, okay? Because you mentioned that you've seen this as a growth spurt now. What are you going to do differently moving forward? You've been here for 3 sessions. What are you going to do differently moving forward now?
I think next step, immediate step will be whenever I am going to be watchful of my fear of this attention, or fear of, doubting myself, or, looking for external validation. I am actually good with listening to my heart in all the other areas except about my strengths. I'll definitely do that more. I'm not going to look for, at least I will try.
So beautiful, Radhika. Amazing. I love what Pri asked you, how you're going to be, changing things, switching things up, moving forward now that you have had this great breakthrough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is amazing. But the only thing that catches my attention when you just spoke is your attachment to the word fear. You're still going in from a place of that fear or limiting belief. How can you replace that and make it more empowering for you instead of that limiting you?
Fear of attention, you mean? I mean, it's not a fear anymore, right? It was fear because I had unnecessary things attached to it. It's not fear anymore. If I really need, if I deserve that recognition, I should get the recognition. I mean, I should get the attention if I really deserve that, right? I'm not faking it. I'm not really doing anything for it. If I get it, yes, I deserve it and I should receive it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I guess that should help me moving forward.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that, because my only thing was that you don't attach the word fear to however it is that you're feeling, right? Because that's limiting. But yeah, thank you. That's all that I wanted to know. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, unless as long as you don't know, I think it's fear. But once you know, it's not a fear anymore. Yeah, thanks, Kusum. Yeah, actually, I will watch out for that too if I'm attaching to anything.
Radhika, this is your third session with us, and I want to ask before we summarize, how have these sessions transformed you?
Oh, they definitely are. The questions each of you asked, I reflected on them and they accelerated my thing like anything. I'm sure I might have come to it maybe in 6 months, I don't know, but they actually, you guys made me go fast, go deep, pretty fast, because I think last 2 weeks all I've been doing is reflecting, whether I'm writing, whether I'm thinking, whether I'm talking. So you guys made me really go deep. I'm really grateful for this. Yes, definitely. I mean, whoever, I really recommend this for anybody who is willing to go deep and see what's actually happening. So it's a beautiful opportunity for anybody. Thank you for doing this.
It was really you who did all the work. I'd love to ask Heather, Talia, and Shafaq a takeaway in summary of these sessions.
I'll go first. I feel like there should be a Fast and Furious episode 35 with Radhika and your journey to blossoming into this human that now believes that she deserves the good praise and knows that she not only deserves it, but is going to get a lot of it. And you're going to own that praise. So it's been quite the journey watching you and seeing your growth. And I love the fact that even when you talk about receiving praise and understanding your worth in regards to everything, it's just like, I think Kusum noticed at the very beginning, there's just a lightness around you and the energy is just shifted. So I appreciate you, and I'm really excited to see where your journey goes and be witness to that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I echo everything what Heather said. It was an honor to watch you reflect, because it's so deep and we're like, this is a coach's heaven. So thank you for being so open and raw again. Cannot appreciate you enough for that. And please take that compliment.
Thank you. Yes, I do.
And apart from that, just on dreaming big, you said that you don't know if you want to dream big. your definition of big could be different, but you're still going to dream big. Every person's definition is different. You might not want to work at a tall building or create a massive empire, but you're still dreaming big. It's a matter of recognizing what your big is. And I'm very excited to see what it is.
Thank you, Shafaq. Yeah, I guess, yeah, my dream is different. I was thinking, you really made me think, like, why am I not even trying to dream? Like, but then when I thought, okay, if I really want to be either Jay Shetty, I admire Jay Shetty. I really think he's a big gift to this world. But if I put Jay Shetty, Wayne Dyer, and Eckhart Tolle, whom would I really want to be? I think for me, it's Eckhart, who is very, like, peaceful. That's, I think, my goal. So I guess, yeah, it's okay not to have big dreams, I guess. That's a big dream. Of course, that's a big dream. But yeah, that's a huge dream.
Thank you, Radhika. And I just want to read a poem to close it with a poem, because I love poems. And that's something that I have in front of me always, and it's a great reminder for myself. And I want to give that to you and to everyone listening. It's Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. I'm not going to read the whole piece, but just the piece that really I want to share in this space right now. We all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. So Radhika, go shine your light.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
I know. And in that poem, actually, it says that, who are you not, right? That really made me think a lot. I think, in one of the end of the poem, it says, who are you? You might think who you are, but who are you not, or something like that. There is some powerful end to it.
Maybe a different one. I can read you the ending of this one.
It's okay. It's okay. I read somewhere that, okay, who are you not to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, of course, this poem speaks to me. There's no doubt. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate all the push you gave me.
Radhika, we want to thank you again and just let you know that we appreciate you and your light, and for sharing your story with everyone, and being an example of what shining your light looks like. That it takes, going down, digging deep into some darkness, perhaps, and allowing your inner light to shine through all the fears and the bullshit. So I just, over the last 3 weeks and today especially, what I heard, and to summarize, is just it takes time to dig deep, and that oftentimes there's this disconnect of what we know and intellectualize, where you know that you may have limiting beliefs, that you have fears of failure, that you recognize that your past or upbringing has an effect on the way that you are presenting yourself to the world. And then that disconnect from that and actual feeling and knowing. And that's very true for so many people. And so for you to tap into that inner light, and for you to allow all of us to see that process and see your light peeking through, we're just so thankful that you are able to share that, and we're able to see that. So we can't wait to have you back on to share more of your lightness and brightness with the world. And anybody else have anything to say to close this out?
I do want to add, Janice, thank you for asking.
Yes.
So, first of all, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, Radhika, because you trusted us with this process, because we all know how sacred this process is for you and for all of us. So thank you so much for trusting and showing up here wholeheartedly and sharing everything that you've shared in the last 3 weeks. It's so beautiful. You were like our first person that we were doing this with. So you've set the bar too high, and we cannot wait to see how you are going to use all the gifts that you already have to make that huge impact. But one thing that I do want to, reiterate, not just for you, for everyone else is, right? We all want to abide by the textbook definition or the dictionary definition of something. Big can be completely different for you than it is to me, than it is to somebody else. So we all define what it is for us, because who says it's not a big dream to be able to spend quality time with our family? That is the biggest missing piece in today's world. And that, in fact, if anything, is the biggest dream that you could ever have. So don't ever say that your dreams are not big enough, right? So that I just wanted to add that. But I do want to read this to you as a parting gift. With everything you brought up today is, I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation, through which I can give more abundance than I have ever experienced before.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Thank you so much for sharing the space with us and showing up as you are.
Thank you so much. Really grateful. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for journeying with us with Radhika. Please share this with someone who you think will benefit. Like and subscribe to this channel and episode, and we are looking forward to seeing you again here soon.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much.
If any part of these sessions resonate with you, please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, or share this episode with someone you think will benefit. We hope you find these sessions valuable, and we are most definitely open to feedback so that we can serve you better and increase our impact and reach. We want you to know how much we love and appreciate you.